Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Dan-A-Plooza. Today, it's a very special episode as it is the world of talented artists. So let's go ahead and talk about these wonderful artists from the artist panel. Right below me, we have talented artist Rusty Gilligan. Diagonally from me, we have amazing talented artist Tommy Bell. And then right across from me, we have amazing and talented artist Frank
Mongelluzzo.
Mongelluzzo. There we go. Want to make sure I said it correctly. So if you guys are supporting these artists, make sure to follow their social medias. You have Tommy Bell Art on X. That's the former Twitter. And if you are looking to follow Frank, you follow Frankster Rules on Instagram. You follow Mac and Trouble on Instagram and Rusty Gilligan on Instagram. So make sure to go ahead and give these follows and likes. And Frank, I know you have a message about if anyone's interested in amazing these art prints. So let the people know how they can get a hold of you.
Yes. So once you post this and everything, you could comment and tag me below. Follow me. You could comment on the news post and send me a DM as well. This way, I'll follow you. We follow each other, and we can set up a deal. Tell them if you tell me Dan the Man sent you, you get 30% off.
That's cool.
Very nice.
And
cool.
For those who are interested, we actually have some of Frank's work. You can see that.
Cool.
There's Roxy Astor.
That looks nice.
It's a little blurry because my background's is virtual, so trying to give it justice.
He doesn't want to let people know he's at a strip club.
There it is on Frank's screen.
Very nice.
And there's another Roxy Astor.
Look at that.
We got Hot Rod.
That's great work, dude.
Yes, it is. Really nice lines.
Tori Wilson. All right.
One with a commission, and you can get your own.
Exactly. You can get the Frank bundle. So if anyone's interested in getting artwork from Tommy, they just reach out to you, Tommy?
They can reach out to me on X, which is the former Twitter. I'm also Tommy Bell Art on Instagram and just Tommy Bell on Facebook. You can always reach out to me that way, although I will be honest that my commissions I keep at a minimum right now. So, I'm only doing about 5 projects a year, which is a huge cutback from what people are used to. But, look at each, because sometimes you get people that'll hit you up and then you don't hear from them or whatever. So anyway, but that's where you can find me.
All right. And then Rusty, if anyone's interested, they just reach out to you, correct?
I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I refuse to say X, but I'm on all those things. People can message me. I talk to everybody, and I don't technically have anything to push or sell. I've been working a lot this year. I've probably done about 35 or maybe 30 card sets so far, and a lot of voiceover work. So. And none of it is mine. I've been doing stuff for other companies. But if you go online, you can find stuff that I'm on. You can find digital comics, and there's a lot of companies that are selling books. And I have a lot of stuff up on eBay from, different sellers and whatever. So it's all there.
All right.
We were talking about off camera. We were talking about Tommy, the website and everything. I bought a domain name, a couple of domain names, and I just linked it to my Facebook. I didn't even build a website, and I know that this gets me in a lot of trouble, but I hate having a website. I don't have to build it. I just take my name. It's like rustygilligan.com. I forward it to Facebook on my page. People can chat with me. I can post to one place. They do all the work. I don't have to do anything. So when people go to rustygilligan.com, it goes right to Facebook. I post every day. They can chat. They can like and love. They can go into folders. They can see hundreds of pieces that I've had. I think I've been a member for 16 years. There's tons of stuff. I know it gets me in a lot of trouble. Everybody says one thing or another, but I haven't done anything. I had no strikes against me, no screw ups on Facebook. They just go there every day. I do contests. People pick numbers. They tell me their favorite pizza toppings. They pick a color. I do jokes. I post pictures of the cats, and I post pictures of my artwork. And I got to say, people buy like crazy. I don't have to do anything. It's just sending it to, send it to Facebook. A couple of friends of mine do the same thing for Instagram and Twitter. They have their domain name, and it goes right to their Twitter account. And it's the same thing. The site already provides everything that a website would do, but better. If I want to post a video, it's up there the same way. And that's it. And I use their guidelines. If I do something wrong and they take it down, well, it wouldn't have been good on my site anyway.
Right.
But I've had no problems, and I like it better. I pay, I think, $15 a year, where with a website I would have paid hundreds for bandwidth and on and on and on. There's nothing wrong with having a website. I just don't have the time.
Same here. And so your advice is very, very well received.
Well, I hope so. This is my only job. I wake up every morning. I go right to my schedule. What am I drawing today? Today, I'm working on a Highlander trading card set based on the movie for the United Kingdom for a card company, and then I'm also doing Star Wars next week. So
I'm so jealous. I can't believe it.
I just have no time.
A retail job.
But that's fine. When you're an artist, you work on everything. I have friends that just do tattoo art.
Right.
Doesn't do anything.
Oh, how cool!
No, and I'm with you on the whole. Because I take you to my Instagram. I don't have a website either. I've been trying to ask. Oh, can you help me run this website? I'm like, oh, it's easy piece. I'm like, yeah, for you, not for me. It's like, but look, you got your gallery right there. I even at one point did a bunch of different Instagram pages. One for my fan art, one for my life drawing, because some people might get offended by some of that stuff, and and I'm with you on the adult thing, because hey, look, if you're not for drawing the human body, who knows how far I wouldn't have gone without it,
Right.
And I do have a comic myself called a Greek mythology comic called Aphrodite Love Me. I've only made like a special edition half issue, but I haven't heavily promoted it because it kind of strays away from my theme, because it's a full color, gorgeous love story book, but this one's like full opposite. I did like a Medusa story in black and white, and you'll like this because it was inspired by the Universal Monsters. So that's why I stick with a pencil sketch. It was very similar. It was very similar along the lines of my Gene Colan's Howard the Duck magazine.
I'll tell you another great thing that you could do with the website. with the domain name. You link it. I link mine to Facebook, and I also have on my Facebook page my links to Instagram, Twitter, whatever. I go every day. It takes me only like 5 minutes. I go every day on all three platforms, and for Facebook, I do like I did today. Today, July 21st, is the day that the world. I don't remember who it was. This is the birthday of this person, and I put up a piece of artwork that I did of that person, because I've done so many images, celebrities, cartoon characters, whatever. Today, with the date, is the day that Felix the Cat was created and made his first. And then I put up one of the Felix the Cat drawings or cards or whatever. On Twitter, I do like every day. I put, these are sketch cards that I did. I love the medium. God bless America, and I put like hashtag Monday, hashtag Tuesday, and I just put up like 4 pictures of cards. And on Instagram, I just put up pictures. It only takes me about 5 minutes. But the thing is that I've been doing it for something like 8 years. So there's like thousands of images up there. So when anybody goes up, they're like, oh my God, there's this giant library. And I don't share the images between. So when people go up and they look, they're like, wow, there's like a ton there, a ton there, a ton there. And then when they say, do you have a website? I'm like, No, just look me up. And the great thing about it is when you do it and you got all the hashtags and all the, BS with it and everything, when someone searches your name with the word art after it, Google becomes your website.
Outstanding.
If you run my name with the word art after it, comics after it, sketch card, I didn't even do any work. I didn't put one iota into the effort of doing it. You just put it in, and it comes up with like hundreds of images, photos of me at conventions, videos. It didn't
cool.
no effort. No effort. Like I didn't put one. I didn't
love the no effort part.
I come up and I said to myself, if I can either create a magazine based on myself, with me on the cover, me in every article, me writing every article, me doing a gallery, me doing contests, constant content, pay every month, blah, blah, blah. Or I can just take off my shirt, sit in my pajamas, and let everybody else do the work.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I just paid $15 for the website domain, linked it to one page, links on that page to everything else. Everybody else does it. And it's not meant to be selfish, goofy, stupid, whatever. It's just that, work smarter, not harder.
Yeah.
I mean,
I love that.
That's about it. It could be anything. It could be www.whateveryournameiS.com. And I always suggest making it your name, because you should always protect your name, or your studio name. I have both. And then just link it to whatever page, and then just keep posting. That's all people want anyway. The attention span of this country went so far down. They don't want to watch a half-hour sitcom. They want to see a 3-second video. That's it. So I just put up tons of pictures. That's it. You can empty your hard drive online. No one would know the difference.
Yeah.
So,
right. You're so right about that. And I've been
pardon me, I'm sorry.
Given the daunting task, the CEO of the Lingerie Fighting Championships talked to me into doing a drawing show, because he was like, "Oh, you're really funny, once you start into your rants and stuff, and it's really cool to watch you draw, and you could have on whoever it is that you're drawing, and you make a drawing show." And so I did that, but the problem is, even my editor can't get our shows under like an hour, because for me to do one part of a drawing the way I work takes all this time. So, I mean, we're luckily turned it into more of a podcast kind of thing, where the lady is on and she's watching me work and I'm talking, and I brought my editor on as like a co-host or whatever. But here I am kicking out these drawing shows that are literally like an hour in length. Luckily, the LFC puts them on their website as well. I
don't want to say anything bad about anybody, but it's bad advice. Take the video, edit down to like 3 to 5 minutes, put it on Facebook, throw the full video up on YouTube, Vimeo, Rumble. You can put links to it on every site that you've got, and that's it. And whatever you do, it doesn't matter if it's an hour and a half or 3 hours. YouTube and all these other sites, Rumble and Vimeo, whatever, sometimes they pay you for your amount of clicks that you get. So if you put up a 3-minute teaser, which is what I did, I'm working on a movie on my comic right now, and the producer, who also happens to be in the UK, he puts up like 3-minute clips, and here's the link to the next thing. And then you can put your whole show up everywhere else that'll allow it, but the clips draw them there. So,
I am literally writing notes right now.
These are just old tricks. The only reason they work is because the new crowd is too stupid to come up with it on their own.
Right.
I mean, videos and stuff. When I had my appearance at Wrestle Show New Jersey coming up, and tried to get the people saying, that I kind of made an impact on some of these wrestlers' lives, I gathered as many shout outs as I could from the talents, including some former WWE legends, some Glow girls, and some of the new rising stars. But you know what? I chose people I actually gave work for. I didn't want to do just some random oh, I was living.com. Okay, because I did pay like $200 to get Angelina Love, but he wasn't responding. And I said, you know what? I asked my money back. I said, I'm not going to get no fake review. I want real, authentic reviews to see the impact I left on them. And, and Team Show, I was a little bit big deal. As a matter of fact, I even threw in a video of when I met Hulk Hogan years ago, giving him a piece of art and him saying, "Oh, that's awesome, brother." It's kind of like shocked. I'm like, "Oh, crap,"
You got to do things from the heart. When you make it look so professional and like, ABC Disney quality, and you strive for that, you fail every time. The best thing to do is do it from the heart, make it homegrown, make it fun. People identify with that more. Housewives identify with housewives, and that goes for every group, whether it's politics or sex or comics or model trains. It doesn't matter what it is. They want to talk to the person who does the same thing that they do.
Yeah.
It's got to be from the heart,
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I use my all-time favorite song. Well, it's just I use an instrumental version of it, just so you can hear all the talking better. And it's the first pinned I think post on my Instagram, I believe.
That's great. Well, I'm getting kicked in the head by Dan right now. I'm talking too much.
I'm perfectly fine with that.
My head.
I don't mind if it's kind of nice to sit back and observe and everything, but the main point of this is so you all guys get opportunities, because I want the best for my guests. So if Rusty, if you're helping Tommy, then that's what this is designed for. It's so you can help them and help them move forward. Like I'm okay if I have to be a silent sheep and just wait my turn. But like I want everybody to succeed, because what's the first thing to always go away? It's the art. So I just can't let opportunities not happen for you guys. I do this because I care individually and I want you to succeed. That's why I do this.
Very cool.
Very appreciated too. That's just great. And all you guys for your advice. Like I'm a sponge for that kind of advice. And I love talking to and meeting artists and just seeing their stuff, their take. When I see different people's artwork, I get fired up about what I want to put on paper.
I like that. So that's a good statement. I like that. Do you guys have Facebook pages?
Oh yes.
Not fan pages. I just have a Facebook account. My Instagram is my best.
Forget about the fan page. I have literally found that it's a waste of time. Literally make a page about you. I again, this is going to sound like a lot of BS, and I get a lot of hell for it, but it works. And that's all I tell people. The thing, you can't use Scotch tape to seal up a broken water pipe, but if it works, who can complain? So the thing that I tell people is, I go online, I post a picture of my cats. Hey, look what my kids did. I have 4 boys. On and on and on. Here's my artwork. Today is, and I post something up there. On and on and on. And the reason is because of one magic word. You want to endear yourself to the people that you're talking to. You want to say, "Hi, I'm Tommy Bell. This is my life, and this is my artwork." The reason is because your artwork is your life. Your fan page is just commercial BS. Right. I'm selling this. I'm selling this. I'm selling this.
It's a billboard.
Yes. And the problem with a billboard is you drive right by at 65 miles an hour, and if it doesn't have a topless girl or a picture of a beer, you're not even going to crane your head in that direction.
Right.
That's it. And I'm sorry, but I was told by the guy at Diamond Comics Distributor a couple of years ago. Want to introduce a new book? If it doesn't, well, I don't know how, I don't want to curse, but he's like, if it doesn't have a pretty girl or something to do with licensing like Ninja Turtles, nobody's effing interested. Right. So it's like, go up. This is Tommy Bell's page. This is Frank's page, Dan's page. This is what I do for a living. Hey, here's a picture of me on the job. Here's some artwork that I'm working on. I'm not done yet. I'll send a picture every day to show my progress. Here's my desk. It's really messy. Blah, blah, blah. Hey, I'm selling these prints. They're $10 a piece. If anybody's interested, send me a message. People talk to you. They're not just ordering from a Etsy or fill in the blank. They're like, hey, Frank, I saw your piece. It's really good. It's the best banana I've ever seen someone draw. How much is it? And you're like, oh, it's $10. It's 5 shipping. And I'll tell you what, I'll throw in something special for you if you pick up one now. You can't do that with a form on a website.
Right.
They're just going to put their PayPal in and whatever. Oh, do you have a PayPal? Yeah, here it is. Oh, that's great. And then sometime in the future, they'll buy another one and they might not even tell you. It just comes across PayPal and whatever. That's the thing. It's you. It's you. You're the star. No matter what book you put out, no matter what movie you were in, no matter, what work you do, you're the star. This is Tommy's page. This is Frank's page. This is Dan's page. Forget about the website and the order and the processing and everything. Make it you, and they will come to you. They will flock to you. Literally.
Rusty, would that be Field of Dreams? If you build it, they will come.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know, Frank. Are you starting to feel like really talked up and empowered right now? Because I
it's and come up with the stupidest ideas, and people will laugh and they'll have a good time. First time I ever did a contest, I was like, pick a number from 1 to 100. I didn't even have that many people on my page, and all of a sudden, I got literally over 100 entries. And I told people, it's okay. Everybody can pick the same number if they want. I'll just find the winning number, find all the people who did it, and then pick randomly from them. And I go online and I do a random number generator and I take a screen cap so that they know it's honest. Mm-hmm. Then I made my page public. No more friends, no more limited people. That's the key to everything. Just public. Because I now have I have so many friends on Facebook that I can't sign up anybody more. And I have tripled the amount of followers. I don't even know why. I mean, I really don't. If somebody tied a string to my ankle, I would look like a balloon laying on the ground. There's nothing special. I just show my work. And it's not like a success story because there's millions that do more than I do. I just enjoy the limited amount that I get. And you guys, you probably better artists and you'll probably have more fun. That's all I could say. But those videos should be everywhere that you guys are doing. Don't limit yourself to just one little place. Put it everywhere. But just make a teaser of like 1 minute, 3 minutes, whatever. Make a commercial of your show and put that on Facebook or whatever and drive traffic to someplace else. And people will like that better. They'll look at the teaser and they'll go, I don't want to watch the whole thing, but they'll get the idea. They'll absorb. Then when they go to look at the video, they're amazed and they'll give comments. And then you'll start building up an audience on like all platforms. I have across the top of my screen, I think 11 websites that I post art to.
Okay.
It only takes like a couple of minutes. I mean, it sounds like hours. I think to post to all these sites, it probably takes me 20 minutes a day.
Right. Copy and paste the text and bang, bang, bang. And
copy and paste is my best friend.
Yeah.
It really is.
Frank, I got a question for you. What do you like most about being an artist?
It's the passion. Look, I've been drawing since I was like 3 or something like that. But it's like when you find what you love doing, that's the thing. Just like how Tommy was saying before, how he didn't draw for like 25 years or so. I mean, I take it he had an artist epiphany, like I have had, especially like I feel like I had one when I did a study abroad in Italy in 2007. But I guess I have to say when I started using my current medium, I started, okay, wow, this works for me. I'm rolling with it. But there's just what's not to like about it. I'm saying, especially, let's say my favorite part happened to draw gorgeous naked women in classes. I'm kidding. But, the best part is finding the passion, If you get something fun to do, that's the best part. And the best part is when your customer says, "Go nuts with it," because then you're gonna get the best piece, no doubt about it.
That's right.
What about you, Tommy?
Well, I mean, like I said, I think I've been drawing since I could hold a pencil, and never quite knew the direction that I wanted to go in. I did a whole portfolio of stuff in the '90s that was like before internet. So I live in Ohio. I couldn't get anybody to pay any attention to what I was doing. So out of disgust, almost, I quit for 20 plus years. And my wife talked me back into it. And I had one idea, and that idea was I wanted to do, like every artist, like you guys know, every artist wants to do something that hasn't been done, or why do it? Now, in the world of saturation that we exist in, what hasn't been done? And I told my wife, I said, female fighters in fantasy art. And she just kind of looked at me, and I said, that's right. No one else has thought of that, I don't think. And of course, I'm sure other people have, but that's the direction that I started going in. And I'm just really amazed. Like every project that I do, it's because the people have come to me. We've communicated, like you said, Rusty, and they want to do this project. They take special photographs to help me make the project happen because they can't afford to fly to Ohio and just pose, So everyone is so willing and supportive of what I'm doing that, just like you guys were talking about, it's just kind of a snowball that you do one part of it, and it takes on a life of its own. I just finished a book cover. One of the ladies that I work with in Hollywood just got a book deal, and she reached out to me right away saying, would you do this book cover? And I said, sure. And it turned out to be this big thing, and that book is coming out sometime later this year, and I'll have my copies. And it's, even again, you guys know, as artists, you kind of always want to have at least something on the front of a book. Like I have yet to have that in my world, and I'm in my mid-50s, so I'm still waiting for that hell yeah, man moment.
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Thanks. I mean, I'm really excited. Now, it might sell 4 copies, but one of those copies is going to be mine.
Hell yeah.
And what about you, Rusty?
Even with lingerie fighting championships and everything else, everybody's been so supportive that that's what's made my adventure special.
Artwork funds my great love for paper airplanes, something I will never give up. I started out as a child actor, and I loved comic books. Everything from the 50s all the way down to the early 70s. And I started doing things like tracing the panels, silly putty on the newspaper, the newspaper clip, the clippings, and on and on and on. I really enjoyed that. And then I just started. I didn't have any training. The idea of training under somebody is like copying what they do. And when I teach art, which is very, very rare now, but I used to, but when I taught art, I used to tell people, learn how to do the tools, learn how to use the tools, and then whatever your style is will come out through practice. But I had people who didn't even know what different kind of erasers are, and I heard all about charcoal and pottery and nonsense. And I'm like, put pen to paper, learn which end of the pencil goes down, and just don't stop for 25 years, and then come back to me and tell me how valuable the lesson was. That's about it. It's kind of like saying F off with not saying F off, or in that respect. But art to me is a release. I did a lot of things. I was an actor, professional wrestler. I really enjoyed that. I sang. I did a radio disc jockey job. I very much enjoy being an entertainer. I don't even call myself an artist. It's just entertainment. And when I do artwork, I turn off my head, I zone out, and I just do it. Right. It's a lot of television in the background, cats jumping up and doing drive-bys against my leg. I ran out of a drink. I eat too many mints during the day, and yet somehow every effing project that I work on gets done on time. And that's about it. I'm my own monster under the bed. That's what I always say. So I think artwork for everybody here is something that comes from in here, lands here, and doesn't look like a horror project when it's done. Because we all seem to love what we do.
Are you insulting Tommy? He's a horror artist.
We don't want to see my horror art. Most of my horror art looks like my erotic art, which might be a mental imbalance on my part.
I still want to see it.
Oh, right. Well, that's going to wrap it up for here on Dan-A-Plooza. Is there anything else anybody would like to say?
I'd just like to say how honored I was to be invited onto your show, Dan, and to have met these
Thank you.
amazing artists. Like everybody on this panel's, in my eyes, a true artistic giant. You guys are legends. Thanks for indulging me on this show, and it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Well, I would like to say that because I talked with Dan earlier about like doing the glow art and everything, and like I started this year, like see, I want to be a wrestling artist because it's something I'll enjoy doing, because like first I created like a T-shirt when I saw Lisa Marie Valens came to my town, like a cartoon version, and I'm like, this could actually work as something. Then I tried doing. Well, first I tried to sell them on TeePublic. $2 a shirt, you buy them. Okay, I said, you know what? You make money if they pay you for the commission. I said, well, let me do that. I said, so I started building a portfolio. I started doing, like the logos and everything, and I kind of created like a logo art because it's something that's nice. You can put it on a T-shirt, you can put it on stickers, and they just got to pay you for the fee and everything. So, and lately I have been doing more glow because since they got that show at the Colorful Harry come up. Since they're having a big inducting for Dave McClain, I did this one of him.
That's
nice.
That is really nice work. What medium did you use for that?
I use Copic markers, and sometimes I use gel pens for my whites, sometimes white out, and Pashas. For when I did like these glow pieces, like when I did it here, Jungle Woman, and like an 80s type of thing. And this is the T-shirt that I'm wearing of the Glow Royal Hawaiian.
Very pretty.
Which you can buy off her. Thank you.
Very colorful. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Little Egypt.
Wow, it looks even better right side up.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, so I'll be posting this tomorrow of the late great Becky Mullins, Sally the farmer's daughter.
Best John Wayne ever.
Yeah.
And I'm currently working on a little Fiji.
That's awesome.
That's great, dude. That is great stuff.
Thank you. And awesome. Dan, I'm in talks of having my Matilda Hunt be in the gallery for that theater coming up. So I got to send it out there tomorrow.
Tell me, what mediums do you use?
I use primarily colored pencil and India ink pens to like redefine lines when everything's finished. But that's what I start with a regular pencil, sketch things out. And then when I get it sketched out, I'll use like real fine ink pens, do an ink almost like then you would see like the creation of the beginning of a coloring book. Right. Erase all that graphite off there because that's not going to be your friend when you get into the colored pencils. And I'll use Prismacolor because it's a very soft pour.
Right. Yeah.
And it just
do you prefer
blend it and make it happen.
Do you prefer India ink to Archival ink? Do you ever use Archival ink?
I have not. I haven't tried it.
I use Micron pens, and I use Sakura pens a lot, and I like Archival ink better, only because of the fact that it doesn't smear; it dries a little faster. When I was first coming up doing advertising, believe it or not, they used to use a lot of Doc Martin ink. I don't even think it's even around anymore. And what they used to do was, and it sounds sick, they used to take a drop or two of animal blood and mix it with the ink so that it would clot and dry faster, and then you can erase, the pencil. It wasn't graphite back then.
Right.
It's as actually the Micron pens and all these pens that I've got, the Archibald ink, and they're nice. They don't smudge, and they don't go away. I do. I have a lot of alcohol pens, a lot of different companies. Copic is okay, but I can't afford it. I mean, as a regular, I just can't afford it.
No, I mean, like I use the Kalia Arts like to do like the background stuff, but when it comes to skin tone, I don't mess around. And the thing is, if you go to Blick, you have to it's like getting days in Disney World. You gotta get a nice amount of days to save. It's like, so you gotta buy at least 6 to get them like $5.85 a piece.
Right.
So that's how I do that. And the microns, I use micron, but I mostly use Le Pen to do.
Yeah, I've used those too. I like those. I've been haunting Amazon, Temu, and a couple of other companies, and I picked up like the other day. I just picked up an alcohol pen set. One side's chisel, which I never use, and the other side is brush. It was 120 pens for $8 in a case, and they
were good ones, good quality.
The quality is, I would say, about 90%. Like you can't keep the pen on the paper. You've got to make swipes. You've got to control the bleed a little bit. But I do that anyway with other things. But like I use white cell paint and I use silvers and on and on and on. So overbleed is not that much of a problem, but especially with cards, which I've been doing a lot of. But I also got a set on Amazon. It was 60 brush pens, all alcohol. And it was $13, and completely like they're clones of Copic. The colors are beautiful, different shades of yellows and soft blues. I was very surprised to find, because I go through those a lot,
The only problem with the knockoff,
shocked. What's that?
The only problem with the knockoff sometimes is like they're a little more delayed with the color on the paper. So with Copic, you get the color right there. Any other brand, you have to wait for it to dry to see what color you're going to get sometimes.
Right. But I've just been experimenting a lot. I would say I probably have about maybe 700 different pens now from all the time that I've been buying. And the good thing is a lot of them are disposable. I can't afford to keep reloading. Copics are great. Don't get me wrong, but I'm terrible with refilling and reloading.